just, do you want me to talk over that video, or are you just gonna roll it and I'll just gonna do it? Okay. I think it shows initially the fire station that was damaged. Sean, let me know when. Give me about a 30-second heads up. Brad wants to shoot with his tripod a little bit here. Those of you watching us online, we're in Joplin, Missouri this evening. The pictures that you're seeing are tornado damage. Large, what we believe was a large multi-vortex tornado. Has hit Joplin, Missouri. It's actually a tornado that our crew was following very closely. We left earlier this morning from the Kansas City area and rolled south toward the storm. And at the time, we had witnessed it initially. It had a rotating wall cloud. And it was almost right on top of us, and that was near Columbus, Kansas. And at the time, we didn't really think much of it. We thought, well, it's a pretty good storm. It has a little bit of a ragged wall cloud, but it's not all that impressive. And shortly after it passed us, it cycled and it rapidly developed a tornado. And just down the street, and we were just behind it by maybe half a mile, this is what happened. We are very fortunate. I feel very, very fortunate that our crew was not in harm's way, although I'm not sure we knew that we weren't in harm's way. And very, very sad to see what's happened in Joplin. Just ask that you keep the people here in Joplin in your thoughts. Gotcha. That is just an unbelievable scene. Everything's been flattened, Paul. I mean, there's not one single building in any direction I look that's still standing. It is unlike anything I've ever seen. It really is. It's truly tragic. People are in shock here in Joplin. As you might expect, I'm in shock. I've just never been this close, this immediate after a tornado hit. We came into town maybe a half hour after this tornado touched down. Our crew, we were out chasing tornadoes. We were on this storm at the time we saw it initially. We were over in Kansas, and it had a relatively weak wall cloud with it. We didn't necessarily think that much of it. As soon as it passed us is when we believe it intensified very quickly into a large multi-vortex tornado, maybe as wide as a mile wide, potentially even wider than that, because I'm just eyeballing the damage at this point, and it goes on all behind you here as the sun begins to set. I do want to pass on some information. A very nice woman stopped by to pass along some information for us. The hospital, which is right here to my left, that is the St. John Regional Medical Facility. They are not taking any patients whatsoever. In fact, they've moved all of their critical care patients to Freeman Hospital. And Freeman is not taking any patients because they've had to take on all of the critical patients from St. John. What they are asking is people that maybe are walking wounded, that do not have life-threatening injuries, to go to Memorial Hall, where they have set up a triage facility there. So if you have an injury that you do not believe is life-threatening, Memorial Hall is where they have a triage unit that you can go to. And also, the cell phone service here has been compromised and it's overwhelmed at this point. AT&T is a big provider here, so if you're trying to call somebody here in Joplin, you may not be able to get through to them. They are likely going to bring in temporary cell phone towers. We just spoke with Mike O'Connell with the Missouri Department of Public Safety. He has assured us that they are doing everything they can to bring in all resources available from the state to Joplin. That's search and rescue, that is heavy machinery, that is dogs, that is blankets, that's medical supplies, whatever they can do. That's first responders, be it nurses, whether it be doctors. They're just doing everything they can to try to help Joplin, because obviously the devastation is almost more than you can stomach, as now neighbors are kind of sifting through the debris, trying to find their neighbors, and many, many people are unaccounted for. I have personally witnessed multiple fatalities this evening, many, many injuries. It's something that's very, very hard to take. I can reassure you of that. And we still have fires that are ongoing. We've had lightning very nearby that may have sparked some fires off in the distance there, but an overwhelming task this evening for Joplin, Missouri. Can only ask that you keep the residents here in your thoughts this evening. We'll be here this evening to show you the tragedy that's unfolded, but please remember that they want people to stay away from this area so the first responders can be in here. There's a pungent odor of natural gas in the air as well, and possible threats of a gas leak and explosion, so asking everyone to stay away from this area. We'll be right back with much more from devastated Joplin, Missouri. I can give you that information again, Sean, if you want. If you want to write it down. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. Tell us when it's better, Sean.